welcome. We're doing standard Shakeup today, the Midweek Magic, and I have a very special deck. I've decided to make a 250 card self-mill deck. It started off as a frog deck, and then I just kept adding cards. I thought, well, at some point I added cut your losses, and I realised obviously I want to target myself with cut your losses, and this just scales with the size of your deck because it mills half your library. If you have a 250 card deck, I can mill half my library. I thought this would go quite well with Dreadhound. That could do quite a lot of direct damage. So that's the first combo: cut your losses and Dreadhound. I've got a 120 card version, so that's the kind of the tight, consistent version of the deck with just this combo and the frog portion of the deck, the Grolnok and the Uurg and things like that. And then I thought, yeah, I just for this version I thought let's just keep adding cards and we'll try out as many different things as possible. So in this one, I'm trying out a card called Founding the Third Path. So one important thing is, right, this is an enchantment that lets you mill yourself. So obviously we're all about the self-mill, but one of our frogs is Tatsunari Toad Rider, who cares about enchantments. So we're particularly interested in enchantments that can mill ourselves. So this seems like a good choice, but this also works with instants and sorceries. So it's a good way of casting our Cut Your Losses from the graveyard, as it's probably going to get milled into the graveyard at some point. So that's quite a good thing to have in the deck. And also, I've decided I've played quite a few self-mill decks. I've not used mulch very much. As you can see, I'm about to wildcard the other two copies of mulch. But this could be a good combination with Founding the Third Path. Obviously, you're not going to draw the two together very often in a 250 card deck, but I thought this is a good thing to test out. So the first part of Founding the First Path, sometimes we'll be able to cast a cheap sorcery or instant from our hand, and mulch sort of fits the bill there. That could be a good one. We also have Joint Exploration if we want to cast that without the kicker. I wonder if we can play the kicker if it lets us with Founding the Third Path. It might do. So what appeals to me, we can do step 1, cast the mulch for free, mill 4 cards. Next turn it gets to step 2, we mill 4 cards, and then step 3, cast the mulch from the graveyard, mill 4 more cards. That seems pretty good for. I mean, it would cost a grand total of 4 mana, and you're getting to mill 12 cards off your deck, and possibly grab some lands from 8 of the cards because you're doing some mulching. So that's the last thing I've just added to the deck basically to try out. And then you've got all the kind of usual self-mill suspects: Deathbonnet Sprouts, Undead Butlers, Snooping Newsies, Valspawn Spiders, because really we've got to just put everything in the deck to try and get to 250 cards. Might not be super consistent, but we'll see what we can do. We've put in quite a few ramp cards as well. We've got a bit of a top end up here, so we've got the reanimation plan, and we've also got the Splendid Reclamation plan. So this card goes really well specifically with Tatyova. Return all the land cards, and then once we've got 7 land cards, we start turning our lands into 3/3 hasting flyers. So that's a pretty good combo. I've thrown in 4 Roaring Earths, so this is another landfall payoff that can makes my creatures big when lands bigger when lands come into play. So that seems like a natural thing to add if I'm trying out that strategy as well. There's quite a few combos in the deck, so I'm going to try out having 4 illicit shipments. I don't think you see this card played very often. Well, people generally don't like tutor cards that cost lots of mana, because it's sort of a big investment of tempo, and it's sort of not. It doesn't slow down your opponent at all. So you know, it's no good if you top deck this card and your opponent's about to win next turn, right? That's the bad feeling people have about expensive tutor cards. Well, we'll see. We'll see how we get on with this one, but I think it's if I can, I've got the rest of the deck basically to try and slow down my opponent, and this can just help me find my win conditions. It could get me a cut your losses and a Dreadhound for that, you know, cheeky 12 mana combo, or it could get me a Tati over and a Splendid Reclamation. Yeah, it's got Casualty 3, which is a bit challenging to. It's quite expensive basically to copy this spell, but it's actually something I've thought of when I saw. I put this card together with Tatsunari Toad Rider because Tatsunari is a way of making a 3-power creature. Kimi, you can sacrifice to a Casualty 3 card like Illicit Shipment, and then maybe you get Kimi back later. So I thought that's quite a nice little synergy I want to try out as well. Anyway, there's a few of these self-mill cards that I want to craft. Let's see. It's kind of silly crafting cards for a 250 card deck, but I'm ready to do it. There we go. Sacrifices have to be made. 2 commons, 5 uncommons. I think it's worth it. This is the land base. We've got a lot of lands that search the deck for basics, because we want to dump a lot of lands in the graveyard. So all the Evolving Wilds type lands from New Capenna. We've got I've stuffed as many of these legendary lands in as well, because they've got obviously the nice channel ability. And it should actually get quite cheap because we've got quite a few legendary creatures in the deck as well. So that is another little plan. Right. Now this deck might be terrible. It's a very good chance this is terrible. It might take quite a while to get to 3 wins. That's the goal. We're just going to try and get to 3 wins in the event. And see how we do. We can always go down. We can go to Frog Wars, which is just a 120 card deck. So it's the tight, consistent version of the deck. If we're having trouble. Right, here we go. Yeah, standard Shakeup is what we want. I'm guessing I'm going to play a lot of mono red decks that are just people just trying to win, which is understandable. That would be my guess. Now, here's the problem: is the mana is a bit of an issue. We've managed to get 3 green spells and no green lands because Secluded Courtyard only works with creatures. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a mulligan. Okay, well, we've got a Thran portal here, so whatever we've got we can cast, so that's good. And that's actually covering all the colours. I think we do a turn 1 Thran portal as well. I think we will dump something. So keep 6. I believe yeah, that's going to be green, that's going to be blue, and this can find a swamp. I think we'll get rid of the Jungle Hollow, actually. We only need 3 lands here. Yeah, we've got one Thran portal in the deck, but it's helping us out here. I'm okay taking the damage. So, probably mono blue tempo. I don't think we're going to do too well against that, but there we go. There we go. Yeah, he has a 60 card deck. But we do have a blocker for a potential Delver of Secrets. That's countered. I had a feeling it might get countered. But for a 250 card deck, this is a pretty strong opening. A 1-drop and a couple of 2-drops. It's a creature, and we got the 3rd Vilespawn Spider. I don't hate that. Yeah, he's bounced. Okay. Right. We need to get a swamp. So let's do that now. That gets 1 life point back for us as well. That is lagging a bit. I think we go Vilespawn Spider here, just we're expecting to have to block flyers, so getting through his counter spells could be relevant. There we go, 40 Jin. Not a huge surprise. Okay. Fear of Death is a pretty good card. He has, I mean, obviously he could Fading Hope his own Haughty Djinn, but I think we're okay with that. I was thinking play the Vilespawn Spider and try and double block, but of course there's a lot of things which are gonna are gonna cause me to lose if I do that. This is another way of getting a flyer as well. Yeah, pretty nice. I think he's tapped out. Let's get out another blocker for his flyers. We can even make a croaking counterpart of the haughty Jinn. Yeah, he's got another one. Sure. Screaming Swarm, though, at the moment will just get milled off the top again if we try and put it in the deck. We need more land anyway. That's pretty nice. That's another flyer. It's only a 3/4 flyer, but it's the right kind of idea. We'll go with the Newsy. That can get lifelink if he lets me play it. We do have 2 mana up for Make Disappear. He might sacrifice this Jinn, of course. Impulse, yeah, try and find that counter spell. And play a Death Bonnet Sprout. Make Disappear, okay. Fair enough. Okay, Turg and Terror. Now, he's got 1 card in hand. Do we think it's... Okay, he's not attacking, that's very good news. I do get a flying version of the Jinn. It won't be as powerful, will it? Because I don't have many sorceries and instants. It'll literally have 1 power. Or we could play another Snooping Newsy. I might be better off copying a Vilespawn Spider. And then, of course, that could sacrifice next turn and get me a huge army of insects. Seems quite good. But I think I want to go Snooping Newsy, so I've got even more lifelink on the board. Yeah, the client is struggling a little bit with this many cards. Okay, attacking with a Terror. So obviously, you know, that's the best block, but we think he's got probably at least 1 bounce spell. So I think I simply block with everything. Like that. Hopefully he can't kill both Vilespawn Spiders. He might be able to, but at least that's one of his big creatures down, hopefully. And I gain 6 life as well, which is pretty good. Oh, Splendid Reclamation. That's not bad. We don't really want him to counterspell this. We don't mind if he counterspells Croaking Counterpart so much. So I think that's what we do. We'll Croaking Counterpart a Vilespawn Spider. Yeah, that's counterspelled, and it's exiled as well. Fair enough. One card left in his hand. And it sort of occurs to me we could, well, I mean, yeah, if he attacks with the Djinn, we kind of need, yeah, we kind of want this blocker here. Obviously, making 11 insect tokens could be quite good. But if he attacks in with a Djinn, we attack back with lifelink. We'll see if he has a Tolarian Terror, then that kind of stops us a bit. He has a Tolarian Terror, okay, fair enough. Okay, Diregraf Rebirth. Well, interesting point. If we swing in with the Newsies, obviously he'll eat one of them, then we can actually cast Diregraf Rebirth. And we could bring back a Dreadhound, or a Vilespawn Spider, or even a Tatiova, or maybe a Screaming Swarm. Screaming Swarm would actually block his flyer. That's maybe the more immediate problem. And he's only got one card in hand. If I do attack, then it means he's able to swing in with Tolarian Terror, which is a bit of a problem. Anyway, but I think it's probably my best shot, I think. Let's swing with these two guys. And in fact, we're getting 6 life. Which is something. And then we get to Rebirth. And we're going to go for the blocker. Because he's down to 1 spell. You know? Think... We'd have to be unlucky if he's got, you know, removal for this. It's worth a shot, is my thinking. Yeah, he's targeting it. But he didn't attack. Interesting. Okay, I think we found the answer there. Okay. 1 card in hand. Do we risk a Splendid Reclamation, or do we just go for a farmer? Yeah, I think we'll wait. I think we'll go for the farmer. How about... Okay, right. Does this find a forest? It does not find a forest, actually. So, we want to Evolving Wilds and look for a forest. So, you know, we are digging lands out of the deck a little bit. go. I guess, can we actually get to the end of a game without without the client crashing? Is another thing. Okay, no attacks. And it's nice we've got 5 power on the ground to maybe block a Tolarian Terror as well, so it's pretty good. We could do a Covetous Castaway next turn and then have another dude in the air. That seems pretty good. Now, is there anything we want to shuffle back in? Kind of an interesting point. I think cheap creatures that mill, like Snooping Newsy, is probably good. Or maybe enchantments are the things we want to put back in. We kind of like having creatures in the graveyard. It gives us a lot of things to choose from. Yeah, maybe just those 2 creatures. That's, those 2 things, I think. And no attacks. Okay, he's conceded. 1 win down. Nice. And we could have double spelled there, done Fear of Death followed by Splendid Reclamation, I think would have been pretty good. Ooh, Dream Shacklegeist. That'll be good for the Spirits deck. Okay, it is a 2-lander with a lot of, I'd say, top-end cards here. We have a 3-drop and a 2-drop and a 4-drop. I don't think this is a good one. Now that's a bit more like it, I would say. Does this does find a forest as well? That's kind of crucial for our mulch. No, not really that many early creatures. Yeah, let's keep 6. And maybe the illicit shipment has to go on the bottom. If we can hit some kind of creature, I guess we get a sapling from that one. So we'll go for the forest straight away. It is struggling. Right, there we go. Boom. Forest. Let's go. Did that work? Let's click again. It's struggling, isn't it? Done. Thank you. Right. Reckon a bank buster. Good start. Looks like we're up against blue-white control, I would guess. Now, do we want to do a mulch or a roaring earth? Or we could set ourselves up for Weatherseed Treaty next turn. I will do a mulch first. Pretty good, actually. 3 creatures in the graveyard. We only got a tap land, so probably can't do Weatherseed Treaty next turn. He's seen Waterfront District, so yeah, we'll play this one. We may as well play Roaring Earth. And a Waterfront District. Okay, Hot Shot Mechanic. Can start beating me up with that, but he wants to draw a card off it, I understand. Okay. Right, he could counterspell this Weatherseed Treaty, but we'll just go for it. We'll go from step 1 as well. So we want to ramp things out, of course. Let's get double green, I think. Let's play our Jungle Hollow tap land. I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's do done. Okay, I think he's going to swing in for some damage here. That's what he ought to do, I think. Yeah, here we go. Okay, Thran Portal. We could just play out a Greater Tanuki here. That might be pretty good. I guess we may as well get double blue with this. Oh, my mistake. Yeah, I've completely forgot that Triumph Portal is also a tap land as well as a pain land. If you have too many cards. We're not gonna channel the Tanuki. We'll have to just play him next turn. That's my mistake. That's the first time of course, I played a Thran Portal after I've hit 4 lands, so hopefully I'll remember that now. Destroy evil on the Roaring Earth. Fair enough. Fair enough. And it will take... looks like we'll take another 4 damage here. No, he's going... he potentially is going to block my Saproling. Nice. It's a 5/5. We can start digging loads of land out of the deck. Now, just need blue and black. So this is my best move, I think, is drawing a card with Waterfront District. Well, no, it isn't. I've got... what am I talking about? I've got Greater Tanuki. So... but let's first... Get another blue land, maybe? Oh, we got given trample as well. That's nice. Oh yeah, Roaring Earth is not a thing anymore. I completely forgot. He blew it up. Yeah, never mind. Swing in, 5/5. I'll play the Tanuki. Going to ramp some land into play there. Nice. Ooh, founding the third path. Haha! Yes, we can eventually cast our mulch from the graveyard, which is pretty cool. Right, let's just play one of our lands out. Oh yeah, it doesn't do... Yeah, let's do swamp here. I was looking for islands for some reason. We'll need basically to tap 5 lands for our waterfront district, so should be able to do this as well. Read ahead to step 2. Ooh, Illicit Shipment we can cast from the graveyard in a few turns. That's quite a good hit. Right, next to combat. I think we won't attack. We're not going to go aggressive. Going to just try and hold the line here. Sanctuary Warden, that's a good one. So, yeah, when it attacks you can remove a counter, and then you draw a card and make a 1/1. It's pretty sweet. I have to hit pass, there we go. And we're going to use our waterfront district now. Sweet, we drew the Tally over. Do we have many lands in the graveyard? Yeah, we've got like 4, 5 in the graveyard. I'm thinking let's swing for the fences a little bit. Let's Illicit Shipment. Yeah, let's cast the copy. Let's not cast it with casualty though, because I'd have to. Okay. We've got Tatiova, so we want to do our Tatiova combo. We're just going to look for Splendid Reclamation. And that's going to give us some flyers if we can actually pull this off. I mean, if he's got counter spells in his deck, that's fair enough. I mean, we'll do Teachings of the Kirin as well, because that's pretty cool. We'll do Broker's Hideout. Need quite a lot of green, don't we, for this combo? So let's get another forest into play. No attacks. Okay, cool. I didn't have to reveal the card that I got with illicit shipments. So that's quite nice. Invoke Justice to get his other Sanctuary Warden. Nice. Okay, just attack with everything. That's cool. So these... Right, I get it, right. So that is a 5/6, and that is also a 5/6. Fair enough. So Tanuki will trade off for one of these. I'm taking 10, 11, 12, 14 damage. Well, we could take favourable blocks this turn, and then we might die next turn, but at least we... Yeah, so this, we're taking 11 damage this way. Bankbuster. He still does have 2 mana up for that all-important counter spell. We play the... We do have 7 mana, so we do have enough mana for the combo. 5. If I've got 8 mana, we can even play a Death Bonnet Sprout. That's good. I want to play the land first. Okay, yeah, that's another one of these, so let's put a swamp into play. Or should we have done a... yeah, no. Doesn't make any odds. Trouble is, I think we're tapping all of our lands to do this, so we're going to get a bunch of tapped blockers, which isn't ideal, but there you go. I think we tap everything apart from the Thran Portal. That's the 3/3 flying blocker we need. We can't afford to spend any more life with it, so we may as well use it as a blocker. And he had Make Disappear. Good game. Sure. Get on to the next one. Good for you. No fun allowed. Okay, we have 2 mana. We've got 3 drops. You might top deck something. We don't have blue mana for the Snooping Newsy, so I think this is a mulligan. Okay, this is looking better. That can get us a forest, so this is all of our mana. I think we just put a mirror box on the bottom here. Yeah, let's keep 6. Guess it'll be a white weenie deck. Oh good, Thalia. So we don't get a turn 2 drop. Love being on the draw against Thalia. Right, yeah. So let's play something and channel. Might be good. And turn. Non-creature spells. So channel counts as an ability. So I think we bounce Thalia at the end of his turn. Welcoming Vampire. Okie doke. And okay, I think we've got to joint exploration with Kicker. Try and get that next land. Actually, yeah, let's do that. No, never mind. Okay, we got a land. That's good. We can ramp out with Greater Tanuki. We're not quite dead yet. Maybe we can do something. The Heirloom Mirror isn't looking that good at the moment, to be honest. I thought, I've never played this card, let's just chuck it in the deck. And then, yeah, we run straight into Thalia. The fun police. Right. So Bankbuster draws us cards. I think we just ramp with Tanuki in at the end of that turn. I'm feeling we might not have solved standard with this 250 card deck, unfortunately. Let's get another land out. I think we'll go for a forest here. Or actually, let's go for a swamp. Get double black first. Right. The only creature we can put into play is the millipede. Not really feeling the shake-up part of standard shake-up at the moment. It's like blue tempo, blue-white control, mono-white, white weenie. Seems same old, really. But now this is a good hand if we can draw another land. Let's keep it. Oh, another Guardian of New Benalia. Right, let's go with Frog. Will help us cast out Uurg. Peacekeeper, oh no, he's going to make my spells cost more. That's the last thing I need to happen. The thing that would mess me up the most might be either Celestis or Eccentric Farmer. Probably Eccentric Farmer, because that's a nice 2/3 blocker to stop the Guardian. It's the Celestis, okay. Now, this only lets me cast 2 mana spells, and we don't have any blue mana at the moment. So... the plan now, jump block with the decoy. Well, he'll have to discard a card to his Guardian here. And we can pay 2 and draw a card. Okay, we're 1 card closer to a land. Yes, there we go. We hit a land. Perfect. And now we can do the Eccentric Farmer, or we could have the Uurg. pretty good. Gets us a lot of land in the graveyard. Oh, we'll have to discard something. That's quite funny. Let's discard the Celestus. Not going to do us much good. Right, so he's bumped up to 2-3. We can block here, and then he has to discard a card to keep it alive. And it stops 4 damage as well. So, I think that's a reasonable plan. Yep, that's to discard his other one. Another Peacekeeper, great. Love to see it. Let's see, how dead am I next turn? Deal gone bad. Okay, sure, that's not going to happen. That's going to go up to 3-3. So we've got 9, we've got 13 damage here. We may as well do an Obscura. Yeah, obviously this can guess an island, that's good. And it gives us another life point as well. Already singling out a few cards that getting cut from this deck is... I don't think I want to see Deal Gone Bad again. Okay, and we'll have our blocker. We'll see if we can survive one more turn. So that's pumped to 3. And that's going to be a 4-2. But yeah, we can stop the 4 damage, take 9. We're still alive. Wow, so he drew all 4 Guardians of Benalia. It does, of course, all the scrying he's doing helps him get there, I suppose. Yeah, in the graveyard with the land. That's that is a good one. Now, how do we survive next turn? We can block 2 creatures, potentially. Don't think there's any way of surviving. We can get to 5 mana. Founding the Third Path doesn't quite do anything. Splendid Reclamation, let's see, gets me, it would get me 1 life point and some land. Right, let's do that. For a Merfolk Druid, I guess. Actually, let's play the Grolnok. And do no attacks. Right. Nice, pumps them all up. Block there, trade off there. Yep, we're there's a few cards I do not want to see anymore. If it's all going to be white weenie, blue tempo, I don't think Heirloom Mirror is going to be very helpful. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be very helpful. Still gone bad. A lot of fun cards in the deck, but I'm curious about instants and sorceries that cost 1 or 2 that might be helpful. We could try Rona's Vortex, Fading Hope as well. No Deadly Disputes. Yeah, it shouldn't be in standard anyway. I think it was rotated out. That might be good. I think we ought to at least try one of those in the deck. We might just go for a few of those. Terra Sunder seems quite good as well, in theory, but less good against these weenie decks, I suppose. So a few things we're gonna just trim a little bit. Boseiju's a little bit slow to actually put anything to sort of affect the board with anything. Rona's Vortex might be the other one we go for. We might have to just cut some fun stuff. Mirror box. We have a few legendaries, but there's not enough legendary synergy in the deck. Probably drop the Argosy. That's another card that probably wants a dedicated build around deck. Yeah, drop one of these. Dollhouse of Horrors. I feel like that's quite good. I want to try that out at some point. And I guess we'll drop one of the Shadow of Mortality. The idea is, if I can find this card, I can get a 15/15 Monstrous War Leech, which is kind of a silly idea, really. But we'll see what we can do with. So yeah, we've added some removal spells there, which go well with Founding the Third Path. Let's see if that helps at all. So far, it's been we actually beat Blue Tempo, then we lost to Azorius Control, White Weenie, White Weenie. So we'll see if everyone's playing White Weenie. Okay, good. That could find me a swamp. Hand's a little bit slow, but at least we've got some bounce. Yep, get the swamp. I feel we're doing a good deed. We're helping people get the people who really want wins can get wins, obviously. Against this kind of deck. Okie doke. So that's some damage. Do we want to wait till turn 4 to put that on the bottom of the library is the question. I don't think so. I think we just bounce it. Right, what do we want to cast later on? Tatiova, I guess. Quite good. Well, that's getting blown up straight away, and that ramps us. That's perfect. Actually, very happy for that to happen. Let's get to double blue, actually. Oh, we could even put it out of Spara's headquarters. That's interesting. Yeah, let's do a Spara's headquarters. be any land with a basic land type, which is nice. He gets to hit for 3 with that one. Fair enough. Right, so we don't have a great... We're rapidly being able to... getting closer to cast the Shadow of Mortality, which is quite cool. Make sure I click on 2 forest cards. Let's play the Jungle Hollow. And we can even put a land on top of the deck if we want. Nice, 5/4. And he can make that land creature. 8 damage. Put a land on top. No, I don't think so. Right, we can play a Dreadhound, and that's a nice big 6/6 creature. Play the Shadow next turn, I think, because it might only cost 2 at that point. So 3, 7, 9 damage. He just needs to kill the Dreadhound, and he can kill me. We'll see. Oh yeah, he had to tap that for red mana. So yeah, works out at 1 more damage, doesn't it? He's yeah. So we'll kill the Raiju here. That seems reasonable. Oh, my mistake. Yeah, I had to block the Avamaya thing. Yeah, I was not looking at my life total there for a second. I just forgot that the Raiju does 2 damage, so it puts me on 7 life. Easily done. We'd have put out a 7/7 creature the next turn, if we'd survived that. He could have swung in with 3 creatures, so we'd have needed... Oh no, we'd have had 3 big creatures actually in play, so he'd have needed some direct damage to finish this off, I think. But the Raiju could put a token on something and do me 2 direct damage, so I might not have been able to stop that one actually. Okay, right, we've got, that gives us green, that gives us blue, this can get us the swamp. So that is pretty good. If we can get an early creature with Roaring Earth, we're doing well, as I would say. Okay, let's keep 7. So, this is actually the avatar I should be using for this deck. Okay, I think, actually, I'm going to go Spara's headquarters here. Right, this is the underdog, okie doke. Reasoning here is... Yeah, if we can hit a creature with Roaring Earth in play, we can make something get quite big and scary. But I think, yeah, we're going to have to use Evolving Wilds. We want to get to double green sooner rather than later, because that's the only creature we've got at the moment. And we want to play Boseiju on turn 4. So we'll just trade off with the Harvester, I think. Not a Harvester, sure. Okay, well there is an Infernal Grasp. So we're taking 9 damage next turn. Can turn that into 8 damage if we do Infernal Grasp. Boseiju, as I say, is very slow, so we could play that. We get that in 2 turns' time, but we might be very dead by then. Kind of relies on us drawing something else. I think we will Roaring Earth. Wait. This obviously can be a creature, can't it? That can be a 2/2 creature. Oh, that's a good point. Right. Well, that's pretty exciting. We've not well, I think I may have used this once before, but we can make a 2/2 creature with Roaring Earth. Oh, my mistake. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, it's a. You have to. Yeah, I forgot how that works. You're turning a land into a creature. Silly me. So it's tapped. Didn't quite work how I hoped it would. Right. So it can block 1, but we're taking 6. Infernal Grasp is only going to lower that down to 5, unfortunately, and we're on exactly 5. We could tap out and play a Tatty over, but then it's going to take 6. So it doesn't quite work out, unfortunately. Let's do something, though. Slight problem with Infernal Grasp, I guess. Interesting. Playing Sultai Resurrected. Bit of a blue splash in the deck. Right. So now I'm thinking about dealing with 3/2 creatures. So I think we might cut 1/3 creatures like Covetous Castaway. That might not be so good. The Go-Shintai is actually quite good as a blocker. I think I'd say maybe just one Shigeki in the deck. That's right, I haven't tried the Cobbled Lancer before, so a cheap 3/3 creature is kind of fits the bill here. I was just thinking doing more bounce spells. For Fading Hopes. Yeah, I think Roaring Earth we could cut down to about maybe 1. And actually have a bit more interaction to just try and survive. Because we're not really hitting enough early creatures for Roaring Earth to be spectacularly useful. I don't think Bankbuster really fits in the deck. I think I associate this with control decks. I think I want to cut that and put in Fading Hope number 4. And we might go up to 4 Cobbled Lancers at some point as well. Interesting card. I've not used before, but obviously quite cheap and efficient for this deck. Okay, yeah, we've got green mana. We need double green for Tatiova, which we're missing. We've got a Woolleech, which will be 0/0 when I play it, which is not ideal. So, I'm just going to rely on top decking something useful, because this is pretty terrible, but no. Okay, that kind of works, right. But we will need double green, so I think we've got to play the forest now. Let me guess, blue tempo. Maybe we'll see some Izzet at some point as well. There's the Cobbled Lancer, that's quite interesting, so we'll get to see that. So, this might be the only Merfolk in the deck. Might also be the only Druid. But we'll name Merfolk so we can get on the board. Yep. So the War Leech at the moment will be a 3/3. And if we exile, we could exile the Tatyova to get a 3/3 now. I think I'd quite liked the kicker on Monstrous War Leech, to be honest. So, I want to play the Waterfront District. We'll use the Cobbled Lancer now. And we might have a 0/0 Monstrous War Leech next turn, if we don't hit any creatures. Interesting. He is holding back a bit. Doesn't want to get beaten down by a 3/3, I guess. So we will kick a Monstrous War Leech. See what happens. See if we hit a creature. The other thing, of course, with reanimation decks, yeah, well, you might have another one. So. You might want draw and discard effects, looting effects. So I was just thinking Modern Age might be a really good one in this deck. You see, Modern Age now with Diregraf Rebirth might be pretty good. Right. We can just cast Dreadfast Demon next turn, actually. Okay, I've got an idea. That's Otawara. Wait. Yeah, we need that. We need the Otawara to actually get to 7 mana. Yeah, that should load him up nicely. More counter spells, but okay, yep, Tolarian Terror. Sure. And of course he can cast his Make Disappear for 1 mana now. My turn. Okay, let's play an Island and Dreadfast Demon. Keep calling it Dreadfast Demon. Of course, it's Dreadfeast Demon. It gets bounced. Okay. Guess we'll play Dreadfeast Demon. Okay, good game. So yeah, the next thing I'm probably going to add is Modern Age to try and help even out my early draws. So yeah, this isn't good. You don't want to see 2 illicit shipments. But we've got the right mana and we've got a 2-drop, so let's go for it. Yeah, let's get the island first. So we've got green white, so this is probably Selesnya enchantments, I would guess. Nice. So, reclusive taxidermist. So he's going to try. He might be on the self-mill plan here. Right. We will play a forest, so we can play our decoy. Peacekeeper. Okay. Guess we'll name illicit shipment. No, joint exploration does just slow me down. Fair enough. Okay, well we've got an untapped mana source. Let's play the Crawling Infestation. Get Tilda. Yep. No, there's no. Doesn't look like there's any self-mill plan in this deck. It's just, you know, good stuff. Humans, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you named illicit shipment for the other one. Let's play the tap land there. No attacks. Brutal Cathar, sure. Let's pay and get a card. Nice. Yeah, we'll just use these insects as as chump blockers, I think. Sure. Okay, we've got. We can get to 5 mana. Actually, are we just dead on board here? About 16 damage we're taking. Go for a swamp. And this will get us another life point if we play this. You've got double black already. Let's get it on the forest. Block of 4/4. Let's just see how much damage that is. Yeah, let's mill 2 cards. Nice. Got another creature. Sure. Couple of blockers. Let's see what we can do. I think all we can do is play the Screaming Swarm. Okay. Fortunately, yeah, he gets to. Oh, he gets to pump everything with that one. Never mind. So, and that's got first strike, which is very irritating. Right, I think I was considering the modern age. We did fit 4 fading hopes in. Modern age. And yes, we're probably going to just cut some of the top end here. We'll go down to 1 wall each, I think. That's pretty simple. Then we've got... Then it's the combo's still in the deck, if we really want to grab it. Or we could... Yeah, we could just cut the combo from the deck completely. It might be something for a different deck, actually, yeah. Witness Protection is an enchantment and quite a good removal spell. I think that is another nice cheap one we might want to try out. going to go ahead and say we don't need Celestus in this deck. We've seen the Screaming Swarm a few times. I think we can cut that. And maybe... No, I think I like having 4 Greater Tanukis. That said, yeah, we can drop down to 3 easily enough. It's not a huge, huge deal for a 250 card deck. Okay, well, we drew the Modern Age. So we might be able to draw into some lands. We've got a nice Jin-Kataxis to discard. This can get us a forest, but we want to play a Snooping Newsy potentially turn 2. That's a land. So let's go with the Snooping Newsy plan. Breaker, okie doke. So, need to get that forest. And I think it's a Modern Age turn, this turn, I think. I think we could attack. Because I don't think we're going to block, but, you know, if he wants to... Oh, wow, okay, he's a reanimator deck with Olivia. Nice. He's got Rite of Oblivion in there. Pretty cool. Yep, another Fable. Sure. So this is more like it. This is the jank I was hoping to see. Okay, we can manage what we're doing here. I think let's put a 5 mana card in the graveyard. Let's just drop the shipment. It's a bit too expensive at the moment. What about Riveteers? Swamp, mountain, or forest? I think we want double green. And we might want to do... So Terra Sunder could obviously take out a Fable, which would stop him discarding stuff. Maybe that's a good thing to do. Oh, god damn it. No attacks, right. Do that, please. We've nearly upgraded our newsy, which is quite good. We'll just have to take 6 here. So, Fable number 3, okie doke. Having a 2/3 creature on the board I think is pretty good. Do we want to go for double black or double blue? Let's go for double black, I think. Right, and then it's going to be Eccentric Farmer because we just need blockers at this point. That's a 3-drop thing. Pretty cool. Let's get the Maestro's Theatre back. We've got a dude with lifelink. Now we could actually just swing in with him. Before he gets blown up. Okay, sure. Kyode. Make him indestructible. Double block. So I only kill the Goblin Shaman. Fair enough. Very interesting. Another Rite of Oblivion. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure. Lots of treasure. We'll block the real ones. One card left. Okay, witness protection. There's a removal card. I think I'll go for the swamp. I think we've got to take out the Kyodai. I could chump block and bring something significant back actually. So I think maybe that's a better choice than the Weatherseed Treaty. Interesting. Is he still indestructible? Well, I guess we learnt something today. I suppose whatever I play gets countered with, well, gets taken out with Rite of Oblivion. But we can get back Jingataxis, who can counter a sorcery spell each turn. So yeah, he becomes a bit scary. And he's got enough mana to make it a 5/5. It's very difficult for me to deal with. Suppose we could take down a missionary. Maybe like that. Take 2 from this one, jump block the Evolved Sleeper. Yeah, let's exile it, and so you get a really big Moldgraf Millipede you'd have to exile, or we get a Stink Ataxis we can't cast next turn probably, unless we top deck a land, or just a life linker. That also mills 3 cards, I think. We top decked an untapped land, never mind. I think we can swing in with the Vector Glider now. That's interesting. I guess I'll discard half my hand. When he attacks, he mills half my library, which potentially it's counterproductive for him. That's good news, he didn't attack. I'm going to go ahead and be greedy. I'll dig a basic land out of the deck. You can't copy it with Kiki-Jiki. Another swamp. Go on, attack me with Lord Sander. Yep. Okay. Interesting choice. I was hoping it was me that was going to get to do that, but we did get 3 Diregraf Rebirths, which is quite cool. Right. Now he can pump this by 1, so that could be 5 damage. Block there, and block there. Cobbled Lance is paying off, so we can draw a card like that. Probably don't want to click on my graveyard. That is going to lag the game out for even longer. Okay, another land shot. And another land. Okay. Hey, we got a blocker. Let's play an island. Let's just check. Got 5, 8, 9 mana. We can Diregraf Rebirth with something. We have to look at the graveyard. In fact, why am I looking at the graveyard? Let's just cast Diregraf Rebirth, because we're going to have to look at the graveyard anyway. There's something in here that gains me loads of life. Yes! Yes, there is. Of course there is. There's the Titan of Industry. 7/7 as well. And it makes a buddy. View the battlefield. Could pop one of his Kiki-Jikis if we wanted. I think we just want to gain 5 life and make a 4/4. Let's target me, please. He's still got, obviously, the Rite of Oblivion. You can still pump Evolved Sleeper by about 2 or 3, so that's going to be a 6/6. But right. Yep. Yeah, can definitely do that. Definitely do that as well. Okay, yeah, no, that yes, that's right. That makes sense. Next end step, so he's got extra attackers. Because he did it in my end step, so yeah, it's next end step. That makes sense. Then he can Rite of Oblivion to take that out, sacrificing that one. Okay. I've only got 3 blockers here. Let me think about the next creature I'm going to bring out. I'll see if I've got another Titan, I suppose. I'll have 10 mana. But... okay, there we go, Lord Xander. Boom. There's the other Diregraf Rebirth. So I'm down to 54 cards. He can pump Evolve Sleeper by 1 here. I'm getting hit 10, 15, 21 damage. I can stop 10 of it. Think. Right, you've got to kill a Kiki-Jiki and survive. You've got a chump block here. You've got a chump block here. And I'll take 8. And hopefully you don't have trample. Now, of course, his yeah, he sacrificed the guy that was giving indestructible. Down to 2. But I'm going to need 2 more blockers for next turn. I've only got... I think I can only cast 1 Diregraf Rebirth. It's a shame it's not an instant, really. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, count the land. 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. We can get an extra life point with Riveteers Overlook, and I think that is actually very important. Let's do the Diregraf Rebirth first. Okay, Dread Feast Demon will turn my token into a 6/6, which is significant. Spawn Spider could make 52 insects if it had time to do that. Dreadhound could be very, very funny. What was the first one? Dreadfeast Demon. That could be good. Trouble is, I've only got 25 cards left to flip, and I don't think it would kill him if I did get the dog back. Sure, let's get Forest. Got 3 life, it might be very important. Yeah, as long as you're not a demon. Oh, yeah, swing for 8, because I'm going to sacrifice you and you'll be untapped. He might have instant speed removal, but it's okay. Oh, he's gonna attack a Takenuma and bring something back. It'll probably be something with haste that kills me. Yeah. Oh, like the Olivia. I think that's a good game, because that brings something else back. Well, I don't think I've ever had 179 cards in my graveyard, so that's definitely something. Jack's just a troublemaker as well, being blitzed out. So he's got another haster. Ah, Kyode gets to protect something. I don't mind losing to another jank deck, I guess. This is pretty interesting. Yeah, I think kill that. Well, yeah, that was quite interesting. I'm going to take a little break for a second and come back to this in a bit. So see you in a bit. Oh, that was refreshing. Okay. So, a couple of changes to the deck. We're sticking with a 250 card deck for the moment. I thought maybe it's not janky enough, so I've added Corpse Cobble and Ghoul Caller's Harvest, which is a nice little combination. I think we need more flashback spells in the deck to take advantage of all of the stuff going in the graveyard. And I've never actually found a copy of Root Coil Creeper before. I thought I want a creature that is helping us ramp out our mana. Then at least it's a 2/2. It can try and stop a. It can potentially stop a 3/2 creature, or it can help me ramp out my spells. So that seems reasonable. And I've just made a few. I've trimmed the top end a little bit here. So we're pouring more wild cards into this. Don't worry, this is gonna make it work. This is gonna push it over the top, I think. Right. Let's go for win number 2. Okay, it's the old double illicit shipment hand. Should we keep it? Probably shouldn't, but we've got mulch to find some more lands. I guess we're okay for land. Yeah, maybe getting 2 of these is really, really not good. Let's try a mulligan. There we go. Yeah, we like this, and we've actually got we've seen Tatsunari. That's pretty cool. Let's keep 6. And we'll pop an island on the bottom of the deck, because that can find an island, can't it? Definitely adding a lot of time, a lot of play time to these games. The amount of time it's taking to dig a land out of the deck. See how quick he can do it. Really quick. Very nice. We actually top deck 2-drop, which is fantastic. We did miss out on a creature there. Eccentric farmer. There's a creature. Yeah, we want to dig more land out of the deck. We'll keep going with the Maestro's Theatre. There we go, the Mirror Breaker. I've had a look at these, I just had a quick look at the standard Shakeup cards. And unfortunately, they've not updated the banned list from the previous standard. So this is why Fable of the Mirror Breaker is still available. It's back. I guess it was it's probably 6 months old, the ban list for this format. But there you go. This is Forest Island, so I think we should get a swamp with this one. Oh, there's a Ghoulcor's Harvest. That's nice. Okay. Yep, let's keep going with the tap lands, or... maybe it'll be nice to have an untapped land. Yeah, maybe we'll get the Yavimaya Coast. Right, no attacks. Okay, yeah, we've only got one thing in the graveyard at the moment. Could have...
Get in, get out. Easy mission. Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Could have chucked the butler in the way and got Grolnok back. Okay, this is pretty cool. We can play a Tatsunari. But not like that. Not like that. Like that. And play Go-Shintai, which is an enchantment, of course. And then we can get our frog. Swing in with these two. Okay, he's going to trade off there. Might have a board sweeper, of course. He does. He does. Okay. Yes, so let's exile that. And maybe a Grolnok. See if Grolnok can survive.
I know something you don't know.
Oh yeah, it's only half the number of creatures, isn't it? The harvest. So you only get 2 zombies. Okie doke. That's some definitely some pressure. We might have another drag to the bottom. We could be playing a counter spell here, but we won't worry too much about that. Okay, sure. It's getting a voltage surge. Fair enough.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Okay. Draw a card with that guy, that's pretty cool. Obviously working against the Ghoul Crawler's Harvest a little bit here. Get the forest. After we cast Jinka Taxis, potentially we're copying a Ghoul Crawler's Harvest. So I guess it's 6 creatures in here, or 5 creatures? Yeah, 5 creatures. So that'll go down to 3 zombies when I exile the Kobold Lancer. I think this is probably a good move now. Let's make 3 zombies with this. To threaten Kaito Shizuki a little bit. Get up to 7 though.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Well, he's only got 1 mana up. I think Jinga Taxis is a pretty good move here. I think I'll just send all the zombies at Kaito Shizuki so he can't emblem.
I'll find another way.
So this guy, he counters the first artifact, instant or sorcery each turn. So yeah, counters that one. So then he's got another removal spell, I guess. Nice, fair enough. Still, we got a 2 for 1. Could be worse. then he draws a card of him.
I know something you don't know.
Okay. Next, value engine. We've got Cura, so as long as this doesn't get exiled, it's going to leave behind a 7/7 creature, which is quite nice. This thing can actually start eating tenacious animals, which is pretty cool. But yeah, in 2 turns time, basically. Okay, yeah, fair enough. He's out of there. Let's get a 7/7 spirit. Okay. Eat something from my graveyard. He can eat my Coldwood Lancer. Ah, rough. I was going to get a card off that. Liliana, sure. So
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Okay, we'll lose the
Haven't
Sprout.
you ever heard of personal space?
Oh, Liliana number 2
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
gets rid of the other creature.
Sacrifices
But
must
when he's
be
drawing
made.
about 3 cards every turn, this is to be expected.
I'll be taking that down.
Okie doke. We could Shigeki for a couple of cards. Get back. We're not dying this turn, but it's pretty close. Actually, it's 9 damage. Yeah. What we could actually do is get Tatsunari an enchantment, and that would put an enchantment creature, and that would put 3 bodies in play. So I'll have 3 blockers. But I could do this now to get 1 blocker. But it won't be a... Yeah, okay, let's end the turn now. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I forgot what Liliana does. Okay, sure. We will do that one and get 2 cards back, and then I'll discard one. Oh, 2 non-legendary cards. My mistake. Yeah, this is why Shigeki's absolute garbage in this deck, because I can't get anything back. Let's get a Death Bonnet Sprout and a Farmer. So yeah, I should have just played the Death Bonnet Sprout.
Don't overthink things.
There we go.
I know something you don't know.
Sure. Okay. Farm. Hit anything amazing? No. Oh. Otawara Soaring City. That is interesting. Might accidentally blow himself up, I guess.
I'm done here. This isn't how things were supposed to go. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Mounts that one. So Shigeki is a nice idea, but just if it can't bring back any of my cards, there's not much point in being there. Right. There's only one Shigeki anyway. I was thinking Willow Geist might be good. Right, little issue here. We don't have any blue mana. We'll keep it. Maybe we can chump block with the decoy. Draw into some blue mana. Oh, well, that is a good top deck. Here we go. Death Bonnet Sprout. I guess we've got the fast start this time. That makes a change. We've got one land we can get back. Unfortunately, it's not a blue land. Right, let's play that. And we can ramp out 2 lands with Splendid Reclamation. Now, we can either try and get out Tetiova, who is just going to be a boring 3-3. That's a plant horror, that's a frog. Let's go for the frog. So at least I can do something next turn. Cole. Reaper might have been a better idea, the plant horror type thing. Oh well, there we go, there's some blue mana anyway. It's pretty sweet. Go with Grolnok. And we will attack with a frog. We finally got the Grolnok thing working. Sweet. We could draw a card. But it means taking a lot of damage next turn if we're not doing Fear of Death. So we'll decline that. Let's... Yeah, 5. Obviously would have been a good idea to Fear of Death this guy a bit earlier, but never mind. It's going to be 5 less damage we take next turn. Get our croak counters going. Nice. Oh, he's sacrificed, yeah, and he gets to put some stuff into play. Let's see if we can hit anything big in the graveyard. Gets a Sheoldred, sure. Because it's only 4 mana. Lovely. Yes, sure. Okay. Sure. Right. Recap. Just right. We want to play Tatsunari. How much? Play an untapped land. We've got 5 mana. But we might not have blue mana for Vilespawn Spider. That's the problem. Yeah, that only does a frog. So, we're better off just playing that. So, make that a thing. Let's do an eccentric farmer as well. Forest back into my hand. Do that. Croak all of these. Oh, that's okay. That's some good stuff. Are we going to chomp block with the flying land? Is the good question. Can we afford to take 4 more damage? I'm going to say no, we can't. I think we do have to chomp block. It's all about just staying alive for 1 more turn, pretty much. I see, yeah, the legend. He did the legend rule thing. Okay, nice. Does have trample, of course, right. Still, we stopped 3 damage. So we want to Vile Spawn Spider, play a land, so then we've got blockers. Oh, beautiful. Does this target Shieldred? Yes. Okay, maybe we want to do that. Do we have enough mana to do that? Enough blue mana to do that, and a... we want to do a Witness Protection as well. We only have... Oh, hexproof and indestructible, I see. Okay, fine. Yeah, well, I forgot that's a thing. That gives us another blue mana, I think. But... yeah, okay, let's do a swarm. Let's make Boseiju a 3/3 flyer. Let's make... oh yeah, we can't play the Vile Spawn Spider now. That's unfortunate. We can play Uurg. Let's do that. And we can play an Undead Butler. Grolnok can be a bit counterproductive, unfortunately. Right, no attacks, I think. And we'll end the turn there. Yeah, so he can attack with... oh, no, right, yeah, one of them dies, that's right. So he gets this kind of thing going on. Lots of lovely card advantage. We can't afford to take 4 damage, so we're going to chomp block. Tap his legends for mana now if he wants. Corpse Explosion. I see, blows everything up. Nice. Yeah, let's exile the Butler. There might not be any creatures in the graveyard though, that's the only trouble. Oh, yes there is. There's Grolnok. Let's get Grolnok back. He's fun. Yep, into the graveyard with you. Yep, let's resolve that. All these 2. And we'll do the croaking counterpart of Shieldred. Oh, he's got another... okay, he's going to just sacrifice. Fair enough. Nice. We're not going to get to copy Shieldred. Shame. Okay. Yeah, we really need blue mana, so we've got to play a Waterfront District here. And we can... I'm just going to swing in. He's probably got haste, hasn't he? But, worry about that. I can sacrifice 2 lands, by the way, to get 4 life. If it comes to it in an emergency. Heyo, the Dawn Sky. Okay. So yeah, we can reanimate Tatyova, play a land, get a chump blocker for AO. That's about the size of it. I'm not gonna. That's 7 and that's 5. So yeah, we're got 8 mana. But yeah, we're taking 2 from this, we're taking 5 from this, so. Don't mind me, I'm just going to check my phone. I think the guy has disconnected here. Okay, sweet. My turn then. Yeah, into the graveyard with you. We'll take 2 damage, sure. Yes, let's play the forest. Right, what were we doing? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 2 options. Broken counterpart. But yeah, we really need a blocker for AO. The Dawn Sky. So I think it's Diregraf Rebirth on Tatyova. And I've made a boo-boo because I already played my land. Damn it. So yeah, we don't have a blocker. I'll just play the Root Corner Reaper and do no attacks because I didn't have enough to do the kicker on Joint Exploration, which would have been another possibility. But yeah, waiting about 3 minutes, doing nothing, I think can be a bit off-putting there. You've got to get everything in the right order, of course, in this game. Maybe we get a reprieve. Maybe he is not going to reconnect. He's going to miss his attack phase. Yes, glorious victory. Oh, nice. I am a big fan of Lion Sash. That's my second one of those. We're going to just try the other version of the deck. We'll just play it without looking at it. Of course, it doesn't have all of the removal in it yet. This is the kind of the combo version of the deck. So it's going to be a little bit weak, I think. I think it's definitely going to need at least witness protection put in there. I think that is a big card. So the Caesars and then Old Rutstein looks good. Can bounce something with a turtle, so it's not too bad. Okay, here we go. Okay, they are present. Okay, green, red, and white. Right, yep, it's making some tokens. We could go Rutstein here to make a blocker, or we could go for the Cemetery Tampering right away. This leads to the most milling. Yeah, let's do the thing that does the most milling. See if we can hide away something significant. Diregraf Rebirth might be actually very good. Let's try that. Okay, sweet. So it's got a lot of damage coming in. Let's go. Mill 3 cards. Okay. Well, we've got a blocker now. That's good. Play that as a tap land. And we'll go for Old Rusty, as people call them. Okay, there's an insect. That's nice. Remember, we've got to get 20 cards in the graveyard to cast this Diregraf Rebirth. At the moment we could reanimate a spider. But of course we can use the sky turtle here to put something significant in the graveyard. Okie doke. You can block there. You can block there. And you can block there. Let's see if he's got a pump spell. He does indeed have a pump spell. Fair enough. Liberated Charm. Gets me a treasure and mill 3 cards. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Yeah, we do have 5 mana. We could elicit shipment. Very exciting. What would win us the game here? I'm not sure. Or we just put 2 creatures in play. Slogurk's a good blocker. Put out the decoy. Already got 9 cards in the graveyard. That again. Oh, rabble rousing. Okay, nice. So he can literally copy all of his dudes, which is nice for him. We may as well trade off the decoy here. Token this time. Oh, nice. Pretty sweet. That bounces a creature. We've hit 14 cards. Now, any kind of regrowth effect we need here? Well, we could just bring back a creature. I think we actually, which one? Let's ditch the shipment. Hey, we've got a land, that's good. And next. No attacks. He's winning slightly quicker than I am, unfortunately. We could just bounce a creature. And that means 1 less creature gets made with rabble rousing as well, which might be very important. So yeah, makes 4 more. Kill 2 of them. I can bounce this back to my hand and get 3 lands back as well. That is a thing we could do. I'm not sure why we'd do that at the moment. Okay, more creatures, so he's got 8. Right, my turn. Okay, like a treasure, yes. Yes, please. It would be lovely to have a Dreadhound, wouldn't it? But we're going to have to settle for Colossal Sky Turtle, I think. Okay, Titan of Industry. That's a good card. Now, I could cut losses, and I could casualty it to put 60 cards in my graveyard right now and see if we can get lethal with Slogurk. We'd need to hit 10 lands. Kind of interesting. I think it's pretty interesting. Let's go for it. Target me. Auto pay. Fortunately, we have to kill the Sky Turtle. Okay. Target me. That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm glad I did this. I think we win. $37 Slogurk. Nice. That is a good way to get the 3rd win there. That's definitely something nice to finish on. So yeah, maybe that was the best deck of the two, because it actually hit the combo first time. Okay, very cool. Well, let's look at the Frog Wars version of the deck. This is a bit more tightly focused on the combo because it's only got 120 cards in the deck. So yeah, this deck really the only removal is Fear of Death. It's got a lot of the same things as the 250 card deck, but it's a bit trimmed down. Couple of illicit shipments in there, but yeah, it means we can focus on the cut your losses Dreadhound combo, or indeed the Slogurk cut your losses combo. Yeah, you do also, of course, you've got 4 Colossal Sky Turtles just to give you a bit of bounce as well, as we saw there. So that was pretty nice in the end there. Yeah, we played against a lot of quite tough decks. As that is the way. Anyway, I think that is a video. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way through to the end.